Okay, everyone, it's Mira Crawford. It is nighttime. I am really tired. I'm actually wearing my PJs at the moment. It says coffee needed. Uh, I'm definitely feeling the burn of having a toddler. It's a lot of work. So just warning out there for anyone, it's worth it, but definitely a lot of work. Today, what I wanted to talk about was to branch out a little bit more about my story as to why I went plant-based, because as you know, and as I've announced across a couple different mediums, that I am no longer just doing career consulting and interview prep, but I am also, after many, many years of study, doing plant-based nutrition as well. So my story started by health. So when I was in my 20s, I had chronic health issues with my stomach. I never really felt well. I always kind of felt bloated and heavy, and I hated it. So I slowly started to reduce meat. I was never a cheese person personally. Like, I know there's some people out there that are like cheese obsessed. My mother is one of them. She will just eat them until she will blow up. But I was never really like that. So I went vegetarian and I felt better. But I started to get involved more in the ethical side of it. You know, I am a huge animal lover. I don't do well with cognitive dissonance. I know some people can do it. I cannot do it. If I know something's wrong, I won't do it. And seeing how we operate and treat our food system and just dehumanize not only just animals, and they're not humans, but we also do it to people as well, helped me adopt a more anti-oppression framework. And from that, I immediately went vegan overnight. Now, I don't recommend that. That's not going to be the thing that I tell you if you want to become more plant-based. If you want your consultation, as a reminder, it is free. I just felt like I wanted to try and go all in. I'm that kind of person. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it all the way through. I'm not just going to baby step, which can be good or it can be bad. You decide. But that's how it started. So by my late 20s, I was fully vegetarian. And when I met my husband, I started my transition into veganism. A lot happened when you first become a vegan, which if you are plant-based, it does not mean that you are vegan. Plant-based means that the majority of your diet is plants, whilst vegan is a philosophy and it is a way of life. And it's about not having cruelty and not consuming cruelty, because as much as we look at other countries and how they treat their animals, we do some really, really horrible things here. I won't mention them now, but they're not hard to find. But they are hard to digest. It can be a lot. So for me, it was really important to live well and eat food that doesn't come from boxes. I mean, we have so many diseases in this country, and the majority of them are lifestyle diseases. And they're lifestyle diseases because we don't treat our body well. I'm 38 years old. I don't feel like I'm 38 years old. I still feel pretty, energetic, minus the fact that I have a 1-year-old and a husband that snores a lot. I hit him quite a bit, so oh well, sorry, hon. But overall, I definitely felt an impact, and doing so has really helped me appreciate different foods that I probably wouldn't have never tried before, because when you think about the standard American diet, it doesn't really branch you out that much, but I got to branch out quite a bit and discover foods that I had never even given a chance to. And health-wise, my cholesterol is low. I don't have any major deficiencies. I don't have anything wrong with me. I had a vegan pregnancy. My daughter is just fine. She is also mostly vegan as well. And it's just, it works. But if you do want to try to go plant-based, my recommendation for you is to think about your why, because there will be times that it's harder for you to do it, and you have to remember that you're doing it for a certain reason. I can't tell you what that why is. That would be up to you. And the second thing that I will say is there are a lot of vegan food replacements, when it comes to the meats and things like that. Don't look at those as it must taste like chicken or it must taste like beef. Look at it for what it is. It's a transition food. I don't really eat those because it's just not something I gravitate towards. I'd much rather have something that I have made that I know is healthy, that I know where it came from, that it doesn't have a lot of the ingredients that you may be surprised that you're consuming every single day. So that is my story. I hope it helps. And as always, reach out to me if you want your free consult to begin a more plant-based lifestyle. Bye.